Welcome back to ZNGP today. Friday at Assen threw Marc Marquez into one of his most bizarre days yet. Two high-speed crashes on a circuit that's notoriously unforgiving without gravel traps. Despite bruises, a winded groin, and a wrist that went numb, the 8-time champion insists his focus remains unshaken. Find top 3 pace and press on. No. Pecco Bagnaia's Friday at Assen was a masterclass in strategic patience, tyre management woes, and cold weather gambles. As temperatures dipped below forecasts, the 3-time champion navigated a session littered with yellows and crashes, yet emerged upbeat, believing Ducati's stability gains will pay off as the weekend unfolds. After back-to-back struggles at Aragon and Mugello, Fabio Quartararo rediscovered his form at Assen, leading a Friday practice beset by 9 crashes. The Yamaha ace harnessed a setup breakthrough to snatch the top spot from Marc Marquez, injecting fresh optimism into his season. 9-time world champion Valentino Rossi has caused a stir in the MotoGP world once again, this time not with a bike, but with a tap on his phone. During the Dutch GP weekend, fans noticed that Rossi unfollowed the official MotoGP Instagram account, reigniting debates about his relationship with the series he helped define. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Friday's practice was interrupted by multiple red flags, as riders struggled to find track limits on a slippery, stone-lined runoff. Marquez pushed too hard twice, each spill more dramatic than the last. It was the strangest day of the year in MotoGP. The track was difficult to understand, it was hard to know where the limit was. With no gravel to scrub off speed, sliding into sharp rocks amplified every high side. Even Marquez, famed for bicycle-level recovery skills, found himself gasping for air after a groin impact on lap 2. Both falls were clean, Marquez noted. No rider error, just raw conditions and depleted tire temperatures. The first crash was from a cold rear tire. The second came because I reused the front from the morning crash. We were very short on tires, and that shows. Tire allocation bit hard. With limited spares, he risked using compromised rubber. Each tumble reminded him that equipment, not ego, dictates safety in MotoGP's fine margins. His most alarming injury wasn't skin or muscle, but nerve. A blow to the ulnar left his glove-covered hand devoid of feeling, forcing him to rip it off before limping back to the garage. My hand was completely numb. I couldn't feel anything. That's why I took off my glove so quickly. Luckily it was just a blow, and I've recovered well. That rapid reaction prevented a worse outcome. The ulnar nerve controls grip and throttle feel, crucial for bike control, so regaining sensation was his top priority before Friday ended. Despite the pain, Marquez's mind stayed locked on performance metrics. He set a ruthless goal. Top 3, top 4, that's our target. I'm forgetting the crashes and focusing 100% on performance. We're in that top 3, top 4, which is our goal this weekend. Even rivals like Bagnaia count him among favorites. On a day of chaos, Marquez's consistency and mental reset underscore why he remains a championship contender. With a hefty points lead, Marquez won't gamble recklessly, yet caution can't stifle ambition. In a crash like that you can injure a finger and lose a race. You have to be cautious, but you can't ride thinking only of not crashing. His approach marries pragmatism with fearless intent. Hug the edge but don't become its victim. As the season's crucible heats up, that balance will define the 2025 title fight. Assen's unforgiving surface exposed vulnerabilities even in a legend. Yet Marc Marquez's swift recovery, physical and mental, highlights his extraordinary resilience. Hand numb, body bruised, spirit undimmed, he remains laser-focused on pace, proving once again that in MotoGP, the fiercest battles are fought between the ears. Rather than dive in with the pack, Bagnaia waited in the pits until the first wave of flying laps cleared, ensuring he had clean air for his time attack. We stayed in the pits to avoid any yellow flags. I knew I had to be careful, come in, and do what I had to do, Bagnaia's statement. In a session where one small mistake could mean smacking the barriers, Bagnaia's measured approach secured an empty track for his soft tire run, trading heat cycles for safety and optimum lap time. Beyond his flying lap, Bagnaia's real breakthrough came on worn rubber, his race pace run showing genuine stability improvements over Mugello's chaos. For the first time I was very competitive on used tires. It was a day I'm happy about. It was a calculated risk. This reliability on second-hand compound hints at a chassis evolution from Ducati's recent upgrades, critical for Assen's relentless left-right transitions where tire life makes or breaks a race. Asked about Marc Márquez's cold-weather pace, Bagnaia minced no words. The reigning king remained untouchable. He's a rider who always pushes everything to the limit. I don't see him in any difficulties. Even in suboptimal grip and wind chill, Márquez's raw aggression and confidence make him the benchmark, spurring Bagnaia to keep chasing fractions that matter most. Low asphalt temps exposed a medium compound Achilles heel, forcing many, including Bagnaia, to flirt with perilous choices. The medium tire is struggling, the soft works well, but to do well we need an extra soft option for days like this. At Assen, with less abrasive tarmac yet constant braking loads, the soft's trim tread stays cooler, while mediums stay below operating window, sparking calls for revised allocations. Pecco admitted his own front tire test was a high-stakes gamble, one that almost backfired amid the red flag frenzy. I took a big risk, and a lot of riders crashed, but we had to test the front tires anyway. In a paddock where data is king, those willing to lean into danger often reap the rewards. Bagnaia's willingness to push teaches Ducati what works, and what doesn't, before Sunday's race. Assen's fickle weather and rapid curbs create a crucible of choices, where tire stability and strategic timing can eclipse outright speed. Bagnaia's Friday blend of calculated restraint, risk-laden tests, and positive stability signs positions him to exploit Ducati's recent gains. As track temps climb, expect his patience and insights to be the difference between a solid top 5 and a surprise podium. Friday's afternoon session was littered with red flags. Ai Ogura, Lorenzo Savdori and even Marc Marquez suffered hefty highsides, yet Quartararo steered clear of trouble, focusing on consistent runs. This morning was really tricky. This afternoon we managed to get a really great improvement by the setting, Quartararo said. While rivals scrambled to salvage laps on cold tires, Quartararo's methodical approach and revised setup paid instant dividends, vaulting him to a 1 minute and 31.765 seconds benchmark. Yamaha's engineering tweaks unlocked hidden performance, particularly in cooler conditions and Assen's flowing layout. I think the low temperature, the track layout, the grip, how the tire drops, everything matters. We hope to make another step tomorrow with more rubber on the track. The delicate balance of aero, suspension, and electronics came together, transforming Quartararo's YZR-M1 into a weapon. More track evolution should sharpen his advantage. With the sprint race looming, top 10 pace is crucial. Quartararo's Friday form suggests he can manage rear tire wear and stay fast under sprint conditions. This is positive for the sprint tomorrow. It will get warmer. We will have to manage this and take care of our rear tire. That will be crucial. A strong sprint start can dictate Sunday's strategy. Quartararo's blend of outright speed and tire conservation positions him as a genuine podium contender in both races. In contrast, Alex Rins found Q2 escape elusive, scraping together enough pace only after an early switch from medium to soft tires. It's difficult when you see all your mates crash. I gave it my maximum, but I'm out of Q2. My ideal time here is 0.3s faster, so tomorrow we need one clear lap. Rins' statement. Rins' cautious FP1 cost him. but the soft tire punch late in FP2 hints at Q1 potential. A flawless lap could still launch him into Saturday's main qualifying. Pramac Miguel Oliveira and Jack Miller also face Q1, sitting 14th and 16th fastest. Their challenge: extract more performance from their 2024 spec Ducati engines in damp, low-grip conditions. Assen's unpredictable weather and slippery asphalt punish setup errors. Both need a clear track to stage a Q1 rescue and join the Q2 fray. Assen's changing conditions demand precision, patience, and pace, and Quartararo ticked all three boxes on Friday. With his Yamaha finally in harmony, the Frenchman looks set to spearhead a resurgence this weekend, while those stuck in Q1 face an uphill sprint battle. Whether he can translate practice dominance into race day results will define Yamaha's second-half revival. Though the exact timing remains unclear, signs suggest Rossi made the move on Sunday during the Mugello GP. Ironically, one of the tracks most associated with his legend. While unfollowing a social account might seem trivial, when it comes from Il Dottore, it's a loaded action. Rossi's digital silence often speaks volumes, and this latest move hints at potential dissatisfaction or distance from the series' current direction. Those with long memories will recall that Rossi previously unfollowed riders and MotoGP-linked pages, notably during the heated 2015 season marked by his infamous clash with Jorge Lorenzo and Marc Márquez. Social media has long been a subtle battleground for Rossi. His follower choices have often reflected private feuds or frustrations with paddock politics. Whether temporary or lasting remains to be seen. Rossi had just made a high-profile appearance at Mugello, returning to one of his spiritual homes. Fans now wonder, did something behind the scenes that weekend push him to hit the unfollow button? There's no public fallout, no clear trigger, yet. But Mugello's emotional and symbolic weight, combined with ongoing changes in MotoGP, might have stirred internal reflections. Some speculate Rossi's current distance from official MotoGP narratives may reflect disagreements over direction, regulations, or even media priorities. Despite this gesture, Rossi's influence in MotoGP is undeniable. Through his VR46 racing team, Rider Academy, and massive global following, his shadow still looms large. Whether or not he follows an account, Rossi remains a living icon whose voice, spoken or silent, affects the championship's narrative. This move underscores how his actions still resonate across the paddock. As of now, Dorna and the MotoGP organization have not commented on the social media unfollow. No formal reaction, no direct engagement. For now, it's an anecdote, but one that reinforces Rossi's power to stir headlines and provoke discussion even without racing a single lap. Valentino Rossi may have stepped off the MotoGP grid, but his presence still commands attention. In a paddock full of rising stars, technical innovation, and shifting dynamics, a simple social media move from the doctor reminds everyone he's still watching, even if no longer officially following.